Men bow when you enter the room, and every order you give moves money, fear, and people across a city. But a few years earlier, you were kneeling on tatami, straw floor mats outside a rented office, holding another man's coat and a bag of cash envelopes, waiting to learn if you were even worth keeping. From the hanger-on at the door to the oyabun, the boss at the top, this is the Yakuza ladder, and it takes your time, your fingers, your privacy, and any chance at an ordinary life. Level 1, the outsider helper. Your knees are going numb on the floor of a rented office in a Tokyo suburb, and nobody tells you when the meeting ends. You hold a wool coat over one arm, a bag of thick cash envelopes in the other, and keep your eyes on the tatami because even looking bored is disrespectful. 6 hours pass like that while you fetch cigarettes, answer the door, and stand back as older men walk past you like you are furniture. Then the door finally opens and you get called in just long enough to kneel while two seniors decide if you are useful enough to keep around. You are not family yet. Nobody speaks to you unless they need something, and you wait exactly where they put you. The first thing this life takes is your time, and the next rung makes that surrender official. Level 2, the initiated junior member. The room is quiet enough to hear the sake, rice wine, pour. At the sakazuki ceremony, the formal cup exchange that makes a father-son bond inside the family, every hand movement is watched. You lift the cup, drink, and for one brief minute, it feels like you finally made it inside. Men who ignored you last month finally call you family. Then the real meaning hits. You answer when called, move when ordered, and carry your boss's shame as if it is your own. The punishments are yours now too. Before you're 30, nearly 1 in 2 men around you have already given up a joint of the left little finger through yubitsume, cutting off part of the finger as penance. The oath makes you belong, and it also gives the family a claim on your body. The next rung tests whether that loyalty earns money. Level 3, the street soldier. Neon from Kabukicho, Tokyo's nightlife district, washes the sidewalk pink while you move door to door with a senior half a step ahead of you. One owner bows too quickly. Another forces a smile and slides over an envelope with both hands. You collect from 3 bars in one night, keep your face flat, and watch every mirror for police or rivals. Back in the office, the money gets counted once, then counted again, and 70% goes upward before you even think about touching the rest. The cash is real, but so are the bruises and the surveillance cameras. You also know the first pair of cuffs may land on you, not the man above you. You finally look dangerous from the outside, but inside you are still the cheapest body in the room. Real rank starts when other men work under you. Level 4, the senior brother. A junior sits across from you with an envelope. On the table, you can tell from how thin it is that the numbers are wrong before you open it. Now men call you first when a collection slips, a recruit talks too loud, or a bar owner starts testing limits. You assign errands, teach manners, decide who waits at the risky door, and bring in your own shinogi, your own way of making money for the family. Your suit fits better now, and your seat is closer to the center. Every month, you still hand over a fixed jōnokin, regular dues payment envelope before you even think about your own rent or dinner. The money passing through you is bigger now, but the pressure is tighter too. You give orders downward while staying obedient upward, and sometimes the lesson you teach a junior is punishment. The next rung is where another man's failure starts staining your name. Level 5, the lieutenant. The phone goes off and the voice on the other end is trying too hard to sound calm. One of your men botched a collection, shoved too hard, and left a witness who can talk. You have maybe an hour to decide what happens next. You can replace the missing money yourself, discipline him before anyone else does, bury the problem, or report upward and let your own standing take the hit. Street risk is simple compared to this. Your hands are cleaner now, but your responsibility is worse. Men below you panic, lie, get sloppy, and get greedy, and every one of those mistakes reaches your door first. You can do your own job perfectly and still pay for somebody else's stupidity. From here up, other men's mistakes become your punishment, your payments, and your disgrace. Level 6, the wakagashira,
the second in command. A 3-hour meeting crawls by while regional captains recite shortfalls, excuses, and bad news polished into respectful language. You sit at the center taking notes and cutting through lies. You decide which problem gets money, which gets discipline, and which gets buried before it reaches the boss. Across the street, 2 plainclothes detectives, police in regular clothes, stay in a parked car the entire time because they know who actually keeps the whole thing running. You rarely touch street collections now. You coordinate them, clean them up, and absorb the first shock from every raid, arrest, missing payment, and insubordinate soldier, a member who will not obey, in the family. This is high rank without relief. First, the family took your afternoons. Then it took your right to refuse. Then it made your hand part of the payment. Now it takes the simple freedom to move through a day unnoticed. Only one rung is above you. Level 7, the oyabun, the boss. At the monthly gathering, the room rises when you enter, and nobody speaks to you like a normal man anymore. Orders move through lieutenants and captains. Money flows upward because your name sits at the top of the pyramid. From the outside, this looks like the dream. You do not collect, chase, or shout. Men bow, wait, and obey. Then the meeting ends and real life comes back. You go to a residence under round-the-clock police watch. There are no private exits, no ordinary social calls, and no casual walk to a corner shop. Even a drink is work now because every man pouring it is measuring your favor, your weakness, or the day he thinks your chair opens. You got the bows and the authority, but you lost the last ordinary pieces of your life. The same man who once knelt outside a meeting room holding a coat and a bag of envelopes now owns the room itself, but he cannot leave his own house unwatched. The boy at the door thought the top meant becoming untouchable. The oyabun knows the truth. The climb took your fingers, your privacy, your freedom to disappear, and the last clean part of your name. You got everything you climbed for. You got the room. You got the power. You still can't live like an ordinary man.